Welcome back. I'm Rabbit Squirrel. As mentioned before, Dying Light community map creator. I've made a couple of different levels. I'm busy playing through all of the most popular levels at the moment, trying to, find stuff that I think is really cool, that's interesting, talking about it, analyzing critically, talking about it. My last two videos were of maps I made, so obviously the critical analysis wasn't necessarily not necessarily. It wasn't there. I didn't critically analyze my own work. It just seems weird to do that. So today I'm going to be playing. Dying Light Rebirth. It's one of the maps that was made as part of the Return to Harran challenge. It's also the third most popular map on the on Mod.io, and well, I guess in the community maps for Dying Light too. It has a whopping 47,000 subscribers and 82,000 downloads, so I think people seem to have liked it. It's also got a 97% up rating, so very good. So let's check that. And for those of you who haven't seen any of my videos before, usually what I'll do is I'll play through it and maybe talk about it while I'm playing, and then at the end I'll do a bit of a critical analysis, and I use that term very loosely. Just I'll talk about how I felt about the map and how I felt about narrative and stuff like that, and whether or not it was good or bad. Well, I don't generally say this was good or this was bad. I try to just talk about it and share my feelings on the content. Oh, that's pretty cool. We get a starting cutscene. It's not something a lot of developers do or even know how to do, so that's very cool. Demo E3 2013. Okay. So this is the... Oh, this is... Man, for those of you who played Dying Light 1, who were part of the hype train and stuff like that, I remember that first gameplay demo we got from Dying Light 1. Which had this section in and amongst the slums that you move through the slums, and I think you hear a TV or a girl screaming or something like that, and go look and investigate it and stuff. But this is cool. This is very cool. It looks like, well, not it looks like, you can see it's kind of unfinished in places and stuff like that, which is fair enough. I'm pretty sure this map was made for the Return to Harran contest. I think I mentioned that earlier, but it's still very cool. Let's go take a look. Get off the roof, thank you. This feels very accurately recreated. I mean, I haven't played Dying Light 1 in a little while. I played a little bit of it too. I want to say last year sometime when I was working on What Remains of Old Town, just to get the vibe of Old Town right. But I haven't played Harran or the slums section of Dying Light 1 in a good long while, so it's pretty cool to see it recreated like this. I think I have played this map before in sort of in fairness, just to be open and honest. Not that it matters, but I have played this before. I'm pretty sure I played all of the for both of the competitions. I have played all of the maps because I was looking at them and saying trying to evaluate where I myself stood. So this is the building, I believe it's this one, where that TV would have been on and that kid was crying. It's actually still in the E3 demo stuff. It's still in the base game in Dying Light 1. If you play that quest, I think it's still part of the prologue. That segment is there. It is a little bit of a shame they didn't have more of that interesting encounter stuff, but still, it's pretty cool. Okay, let's get ourselves involved here. Ooh, thugs. I see thugs. Are those renegades? Or are they just regular bandits? They look like regular bandits to me. Okay. Okay, do they want to fight? Okay, no, you know what? Nope. I don't need to fight these guys. I'm not going to fight these guys. Let's move on. The ground textures look a little bit weird. I don't think that's the developer's fault. The developer of the map. I mean, I think I saw this in some of the other maps that have been released recently as well. There's maybe the textures rendering on the terrain aren't set up correctly for in the game, or there's something wrong with the build process or something like that, but I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. I do like, I know in the demo, the E3 demo, when you came through this section, you got rushed by a volatile, and then when they hit it in the demo, the volatile screamed out, like, please don't hurt me, I'm still alive, or whatever, or help, or something like that, which was really cool to see on that. Like, I cannot stress enough. I don't know if you're watching this now, if you were around for the original E3 demo, but like how interesting it was to see that. Like coming from as somebody who played, as someone who played Dead Island way back when, and seeing the parkour and the, like sort of the detail that was happening in Dying Light 1, like it was really cool to see. Oh, okay, yeah, we're just gonna skip this, right? We can slide through here? Yeah, okay, we get out of here. Ooh. Is there like a fake ceiling? No, it just wouldn't let me climb. Oh, that's clever. They've gone and just put like a bunch of LED stuff out in the distance. Is there stuff down there? I'll have to go take a look at that in a second. Looks like there's stuff down there. So obviously you can see that the map is kind of, I want to say incomplete, but maybe not the right word. Like when you think about the maps that were made for the contests and stuff like that, it's worth keeping in mind that they were generally made on a very strict deadline. So the fact that somebody could accomplish a whole chunk of this work in the timeline they were able to is still very cool. That being said, it does feel like the map is lacking a little bit of direction at the moment. Which I'm not, like, not trying to say that it's necessarily the dev's fault or anything like that, but rather just that it feels like, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that it feels like they had a very, very specific goal in mind, and that they were striving for that specific goal, and that they didn't spend much time outside of that goal, sort of like expanding the areas around the areas you play in and stuff like that, which is fair enough, like. Okay. Oh, it's getting dark. It's cool. It definitely feels like the E3 demo. It definitely feels like the E3 demo. And generally, like, atmosphere-wise, it's very pretty. It looks very good. I guess we go down here now. I'm guessing that's where the story ends. That's pretty cool. Oh god. Whoops. Wait, is that a vault? I think they are indeed. Okay, let's try not to get hit by a volatile, I guess. Oh yeah, those are virals. Okay. Wonder if they're all virals. So I find myself wondering now, have they implemented the chase? It doesn't feel like it's here. Oh, that's... Oh, they spent a bit of time working on this, like, pipe section. Okay. Yeah, I think I've hit the end of the playable content here. Let's go see if any part of the tower has been implemented yet. very cool that they got this amount of work done, especially given the timeline of the competition. I'm a little bit bummed that maybe the dev didn't come back and spend more time working on this, but I know from having, you know, been involved in both competitions and stuff like that, that I haven't done much other than maintenance on some of my previous maps. Obviously, What Remains of Old Town I overhauled and like made new quests and stuff for, and the intersection I've patched some of the stuff that wasn't working when the tools went public. And when I say public, I mean like became available on viral, became available on console. But it would be cool to see the devs of these projects come back and maybe get like a fulfilling quest out, you know, like make a quest that can be completed, that gives you like a sense of like this has a beginning, a middle, and an end, if you get what I'm saying, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be long, it just needs to be like, this was the beginning, this was the middle, this was the end. There's like a full complement of content here that I can experience, play, and feel like when I'm done playing it, that I've finished that piece of content. That being said, I'll go take a look and see who developed this particular map. But it's very possible that, because I know some of the map developers of previous maps and competition winners and stuff like that are part of other project teams now. So yeah, I guess that was that map. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I guess I'll catch you in the next one for the next most popular map on the workshop.